tomorrow.
More excited than
So we are on episode 3.
I still think to myself, what daddy pays for titties?
Of season 1.
Sucks 'em dry, you deserve them.
God.
Jugs and ammo.
Hearing about bigger boobs for the last 8 months means it's going to have her breast augmentation.
So you already determined what size you're going to be?
I'm not having that conversation with you. That is where you're crossing the line.
Why not? He's paying for it. She's going to get the bigger boobs, but I've got a little surprise for her too. Hold on a second, I have to go get some.
Savannah, do you know what it is?
They're probably bringing up like a new bra or something.
I want to introduce you to the newest members of our family. Look at the twins.
Why would you even?
Appropriate.
Really, Dad? A boob cake? He may be crossing the line.
No one else's dad would do this.
Blow the nipple.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Any effort to get to know our family. I think that he made that decision when he chose to marry our daughter without seeking our permission. With that being said, I love Lindsay. And because I love Lindsay, I will, with medication, learn to deal with Will.
Do not go in here and say anything about his clothes.
I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I just know how you are, and I don't want you, going over here just creating a big ruckus for no reason.
Mingle.com. See how she corrected that. Mommy, you know that they want you to be a freak in the sheets. Will, do you have family dinners like this?
No.
Trying to have a conversation with my son-in-law is like watching paint dry. Will's never going to say more than 3 words, so be a man. Step up, say what you feel. You piss the world off, they'll get over it, but they know where you stand.
So we're here, so you're going to step forward and adjust. Step forward and adjust. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, step forward and adjust. Whoa, 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 whoa. Still not Grace Kelly yet. Or Audrey Hepburn. I'm looking for Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly. I'm not looking for
Pamela Anderson.
This will hold in so many emotions how I had Will for so long. I'm at a point where I just want to get it out. When we have this conversation, I don't want it to get heated because you know I'm sensitive.
So am I.
I just want to know, like, how you feel about Will, like, at this moment. You don't hate him, and he says he doesn't hate you, but it's not really like y'all like each other either.
Will is my son-in-law. He may not have been what I chose for you, but it wasn't for me to choose. And obviously, if you loved him, or you would not have gone against everything you were brought up with, and what we expected, and what we had wanted from him.
I still don't feel like the decision that I made was the wrong thing to do. I just don't understand why when you come around each other, it's like, he's polite, you're cordial, but it's awkward for every other individual that's involved. So
I don't think that we know each other enough to say that we like each other. Do I think that he should have been man enough to come to the man that raised you and ask for his daughter's hand in marriage? Yes, I did.
Something about her face right there just bothers me.
Do I have the kind of relationship with Will that I would have liked to have had with a son-in-law? No, I don't. Will I ever have that? I don't know. But I want you to know.
It's almost like you can't trust her just by looking at her, Like she just gives you, I don't know, that bad vibe in a sense.
The rest of my children. So, you know what? When you get mad at me and you don't want to talk to me, I'd rather have that day than not have a promise of it tomorrow.
I think her and Kyle are very lost.
Will and I may have. I love my daughter more than I value those differences. It's about Lindsay being happy. So I'm willing to do what I need to do. If I'm making you feel uncomfortable when your husband is around, I certainly don't want that. So whatever it is that I need to do to make Will feel more comfortable and more accepted, I'm willing to do if he's willing to meet me halfway. But I'm not going to beg him. Savannah, you look so pretty, but honey, we've got to really up the ante on who you walk for.
That was just a job. That was her first one.
exactly.
I want you working for Chrisley Company, not everyone else.
It was my first thing. I got paid for it.
And you did great.
And you did wonderful. But that was some sketchy. Really, what the hell was up with that one dress, the red and flesh colored one that you could see your badge? badge of honor. You should always keep your badge sealed and covered.
Well, now. Okay, so we are on episode 3 of season 1. Lindsay has a boob job. We get to meet Will and see how him and Todd interact or lack thereof. And Savannah goes on her first modeling job. So, as you saw the opening clip, he does the whole boob cake thing. I don't quite understand that. I think that's a little over the top. I don't know, but once again, he has to make himself relevant in everything that goes on in anyone's life in his family. So, you see the lack of interaction and the lack of relationship between Todd and Will. I think that Will feels very awkward around that family. I think that he was raised with different beliefs and values, and that's why he has his opinion of the Chrisleys that he does. And I would actually be very curious to know his real true opinions. I think that a lot of us would probably feel the same as he does. I do not think that being married to Todd's daughter in any way, shape, or form would be an easy thing. So, Savannah does her first modeling job. While granted it was just a mall modeling job, I mean, hey, she got a modeling job, and that's a good way to build a portfolio. I think that the things that Todd kind of, wants her to require in order to do these modeling jobs, I think there's nothing wrong with that. As a young 16-year-old girl, she should not be walking around with her chest or her bottom hanging out. But I think this episode is really interesting to see the dynamic between him and Lindsay and him and Savannah, because I don't know, you can just definitely tell that the relationship is way different. So you can tell that there are different standards for Lindsay than there are for Savannah. And, I understand Todd wanting to be asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. But at the same time, Lindsay is going to live her life the way she wants to. And I am sorry, but I don't think that Todd is probably the easiest person to talk to. And he makes it very clear through this whole show how he feels about Will, even when he tries to be nice, which you see later on. They're getting ready to go to the Pew Pew range. So I'm not going to really film any of that because I don't want this to get taken down. But they try to have a bonding, day, I guess you could call it. And they go to the range. And while, yes, they banter, and joke and have it goes back and forth. Personally, I think that you can see how fake it is coming from Todd. And I think that Will just looks uncomfortable to begin with. I don't think that he feels he has anything to really conversate with them about. And I mean, I can understand that because coming from, a normal, like he says, a normal family, we don't have any of the same things going on in our lives like they do. We can't go to the Gucci store or the Louis Vuitton store and, drop $1,000 on a purse. I will show you Todd's costume in a minute because he's all dressed up. And of course, that is what he is known for. So let's see if I can switch this around the right way. And see, you can look. I mean, come on now, dude. Like, he is, and how he had his foot. Oh my gosh. And this is like the 1,000,000th time I saw this episode, and I just noticed how he was holding his foot. So that's what I mean. When you go back and you rewatch these, you can definitely see a lot of things that you may not have saw. So if you saw this or just watched my video, let me know what you think. I definitely think if I was having my chest done, I would not have my father making me a cake. Probably wouldn't even have him present at the hospital. Excuse me, I am running low on oxygen, so I'm going to jump off here real quick so that I don't fall out. So have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye, guys.